You guys wonder why dating sucks? Okay, so last month, November, I was doing No Man November, and by accident, I met a guy, and I was like, look, I met him on accident, so I'll let it slide. You guys, he looked just like Morgan Wallen, but like 10 times hotter, and this is why dating sucks. I feel like there are a lot of people who say they want to date, but like their actions just don't line up with what they say, and let me just tell you what he did. Because guys put their foot in their mouth. So, first date was great. He told me he's looking for his wife. Looking to settle down, yada yada, the whole spiel, and I was like, okay, cool. Next date, we go golfing, and this is where it takes a left turn. We go golfing. Sorry that the rain is loud. And the first 5 minutes, I was like so excited to go golfing because you guys, this man is delicious. Like, God took his time on this man. Okay, he knows he can pull whatever he wants. Anyway, first 5 minutes, I go, oh my God, are we playing all 18 holes? And he goes, well, 19 if we're counting yours. I literally was like, all right, this is not my husband. And I just want to know, why do 30-something-year-old men think it's okay to say jokes like that on the second date? You guys, I'm all for banter and jokes, but on the second date, and you just told me the night before that you're looking for your wife, like, it just doesn't line up. And that, I don't know, I was so disappointed because I was like, damn, I'm like, he's so hot, but he's an idiot. And then throughout the entire date, he was saying things like that. Like, this is another great example. We're like obviously driving on the course and it was bumpy, and he goes, oh, I'm gonna go over some more bumps to watch your titties bounce. Jesus Christ. So that's why I'm so over dating, you guys. Okay,
I made a mistake. It was an accident. I met him by accident. No, he was too hot for me to let go. He looked too good. And so I was thinking about getting into something with him, but it was too forward with me. So now I got to let him go. But if he would have played his cards right on that third date, there might have been something to talk about.
Chivalry is dead. I'm training for a half marathon, so I run in my neighborhood very often. And let me preface this with like the exception of my husband, because he would never allow this to happen. Every time I go for a run, it never fails that there's men walking, running, or walking their dog. And when they see me coming, they don't move. And if they do move, they move away from the street. And like, if somebody has a dog, I'm not going to run right next to their dog because you don't know if they're friendly or not friendly. So I end up having to move into the street every single time. My husband would never do that to me or any other woman. He won't even let me walk on the street side if he's with me. So, like, what are we doing?
Guys, when I tell you, chivalry in this generation is finished. It's absolutely finished. I genuinely want to cry my eyes out. Like, I am just so absolutely frustrated with this generation in terms of dating, in terms of men, in terms of... But yeah, let me tell you the backstory. So get this right. So I'm at the gym, like a couple days ago, whatever, and it's back day, you know, I was feeling good, I was like, yeah, we're gonna do this, we're gonna get to the workout. Anyway, I go to the lat pull down machine, the one where you pull it down, and I'm a 5'4" girly, okay, so I can't reach high things, you know, like, you know, it's a tough situation for us girlies out there, you know. Anyway, so I'm at this lat pull down machine, and basically I need to change the thing, we'll call it the hooky thing, I don't know what the word is, but I need to actually change the thing. And like I said, I couldn't reach it, so best believe I'm there struggling for 2.5 to 3 minutes. I don't even know how many minutes I was struggling for. I was up there struggling, I was like jumping up trying to reach it, trying to unhook it, rehook it, that kind of thing. Thank God one of my friends was there. Like, in the end, he came and like rescued me. However, not one male person was there to help me. And I'm surrounded by a group of guys, and not one guy asked, oh, sorry love, do you need a bit of help with that? No one, nada, niet, nadie. And I was just thinking to myself, I was like, what is going on with this generation? Because, like, you're acting like as soon as you help me, I'm going to ask you for your number, I'm going to ask you for your hand in marriage. I don't give a... All I want is some help. Put the hooky thing on the thingy, and just literally like, I want to get back to my workout, you know? I don't care about like anything else. Like, that's all I want. And you can't even go and help me? Like, I actually want to cry my eyes out, man. But yeah, chivalry is dead.
I wish I could say this wasn't true, but it is. So here are some of the up ways that girls will hint that they like you. Sorry, ladies, for exposing us in advance. Literally looking at you. Like, just looking at you, and if you don't make a move after that, we're like, I guess not. Liking your Instagram picture or viewing your Instagram story. We fully take that as we shot our shot, and if you don't do anything, it's like, that's on you. Thinking about you and just kind of hoping you get like the brain signal, and if you don't, we're like, I guess it just wasn't meant to happen. Walking by you and like maybe brushing against your arm or something while we do it, that's like, holy, we just made the fattest move.
If you're throwing multiple hints to a man and he's still not getting that you like him, maybe he knows, but he wants you to use your words like an adult. He's going to play dumb, and so you are straightforward, girl.
So you're telling me I'll spend 2 hours blow drying my hair, doing my makeup, picking out an outfit, and you can't even get out of your car when you pick me up? You're going to text me here and then not even get out? Goodbye.
I just had 5 grown-ass men walk by. Grown-ass, able-bodied men walk by as I struggle to like carry all of my and help this poor mother with 3 children carry her stroller down the stairs. They just looked and kept walking. I'm literally like dropping my umbrella and everything. They just keep on walking.
You know, I feel like for some of these women, and the way that they act, female fatigue is a real thing. You just get tired of hearing them talk silly. You really do. That's why men just kind of keep to themselves. They stay to themselves. It's really not worth it. And I hate to say it like that, but these modern women, the way that they act, the way that they carry themselves, you're thinking because, oh, I put some makeup on, I put a nice dress on, I put my accessories on, I got my hair done today and all that other stuff. I went and got a massage, so now I feel relaxed. That type of stuff. It's going to be enough for a man to be like, oh yeah, I'm happy to take you out and do this, this, and this. But it's always a constant complaining, always a constant nagging. He didn't do this right. He didn't do that right. It's always something with these modern women.
Do you ladies believe that chivalry is dead? Because I just had 2 things happen to me, and it's confirmed for me that chivalry is dead. I don't know if it's the day and age that we're living in or people just don't give a shit. But yesterday I was about to leave a building and there was a man in front of me and we were practically walking side by side. So he knew I was behind him, yet he didn't hold the door for me. He literally had the door slam in my face. Number 1. Number 2, today I was getting on an elevator and there was a man standing in the elevator. And since I got on the elevator after he did, he was standing in the back and I was standing in front of him. Anyways, we get to the ground floor and I'm about to exit since I'm in front of him. And what does he do? He scoots his body in front of me to let himself off the elevator first. Didn't even occur to him to allow me to exit before him. Not only because I'm a woman, but because I was naturally in front of him, I should have exited first. Those 2 things have confirmed for me that chivalry is dead. Just no human decency nowadays.
Like girls do it inadvertently now. Like, and I wonder if it was like ever a point of just like the whole feminist revolution kind of thing, like where we just like settled into this new position. But it's like, it's crazy how often it happens.
Oh my God, it happens so much. It's insane because I think of like chivalry and stuff like that, you know what I mean? And it is dead to me. Like it is not often that you see that anymore because men just take a more backwards role.
Yeah.
They do. They don't open your doors anymore. A woman can do it herself. Mm-hmm. But like now they're not rowing boats. They're not carrying your bags. Like it's weird. It's so backwards. It doesn't exist anymore.
And to the man that I just seen at Wawa sitting passenger princess while his girlfriend was pumping gas, I have a few words for you. I hope you have the worst couple of days ahead of you. I hope you stub your big toe, hit your funny bone, and yourself when you thought it was a fart. I hope you run out of gas on your way to work. I also hope you get a flat tire on the way to said job. And I hope your phone goes in SOS mode and you can't get it to work. And please feel free to go play chicken.
I hate having to ask men for help because they make it such a big deal. Like, they make it such a big deal. Like, oh, you need my help. Like, wow. Like, God shoot me. I'd rather just not have it done.
Thank you so much for your honesty, because this is the reality for most women. A lot of women get on these apps and they like to throw these digs and stuff at men, but a lot of what they think about men is rooted in the men they don't like. It's rooted in the men that you don't like. The girls don't get online and talk about how they behave when they meet a man that they do like. All that bitterness is wrapped up in the men that they did like, and it didn't go as planned. And that's why you got to be real clear with what you hearing come out these women's mouths sometimes, because they be giving y'all half of the truth. The reality is, a lot of women, if they don't like the guy, they have no problem shutting it down. They have no problem cutting ties. They have no problem minding their business. But if that woman like that man, you might as well hang it up. Like, when a woman when she like him, all bets is off. And a lot of men can attest to that, because I've always said that the men that get women know how women act offline. Yeah, women be trying to save face for the internet and live in that purity culture, and like we're just inherently good people and all this stuff. Girl, these women be popping and locking when they like somebody. Oh, girl, please, myself included. I married the one that I like, and I'm talking about myself too. Like, the more a woman likes a man, the more she has to enforce her boundaries and the more self-control she actually has to have. But a lot of women do it the opposite way. The more they like the man, the less control they have, the less discipline they have. They say yes more, they give more. And it's like, as women, because how we're wired, it is not, you need to really check your inventory, okay? Like, how we're wired, we will give and just keep giving. You like a man, you out here doing stuff that you ain't never did before. And so the more that you like a man, the more you need to take inventory with yourself to make sure that this is a man that actually, one, deserves what you're even giving him. So make sure he respects you. Make sure he actually make you feel safe and seen and all the things. But you also need to make sure that you're not pouring from an empty cup, because the girls get online all day long come out, my cup's so empty, my cup's so empty. Yeah, I bet it is empty, because you steady giving all of yourself all the time to people that don't even give nothing back to you, girl. Like, of course. Like, who does that? Who gives people more of what they already don't appreciate? Like, yeah. So yeah, the more you like a man as a woman, if you love a man as a woman, the more you have to enforce your boundaries to make sure that you're protecting yourself. Because the way we wired, baby, we start giving, you want my arm? You want my toes? I don't need those. Like, women just start doing all kind of things once we like a person, once we love a person, once our feelings are involved. And so just having that extra piece of protocol, it keeps you from being silly. It keeps you from being silly.
But y'all, tell me about yesterday. Guess what I did?
What you did, friend?
I took a mad thirst traps of myself, and when I tell you they were fire,
Oh, I need help with mine. My bra should be
I low-key wanted to expose myself. Like, they were mad fire. Like, I was about to start an OnlyFans. Like, that's how fire they were.
That's nice.
Yes, y'all want to see?
Not really.
Real quick. No, not you.
I don't even know what's going on.
I always want to see something. Yo, I swear, when I get a boyfriend, he is going to be mad spoiled.
I thought you said men deserve
No,
less.
he's going to be like because when it comes to this girlfriend stuff, I'm a dying breed. He getting thirst traps every Wednesdays and Fridays. He getting money. I'm spoiling him. We going out to eat. Like, he never have to want for anything, like, at all.
Wait, don't you owe me money?
Like, my heart just too big, like, and I sing a little too, so, no. Let me chill, because that's for my boyfriend. But, yeah, he really is going to be mad lucky. He would a dying breed, so.
My bad. My YouTube channel? Show you. Oh, my vlog channel right here. Oh, my bad. Right here.
I hate when I see a man that's so fine and then I pass him and he doesn't say anything. Like when people say, oh, girls don't shoot they shot. Yes, they do. If I look at you like this, like say you walking this way and I'm walking like this, and if I look at you like this, that's me shooting my shot. Come say something.
Yeah.
I think you dropped your phone.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome.
All right.
Have a great day.
You too.
I love you, by the way.
Oh, thank you.
You're really cool.
Wow.
Bye.
Thank you. I lost my... Excuse me. Do you have the time?
You don't have a phone?
Yeah, do you know what time it is?
Do you know what year it is? 2025. Look at your phone to see the time. You know?
Okay. Jeez. Why was she so mean?
I don't know if this happens to anybody else, but the anger I get from making eye contact with a man is like so ridiculous sometimes. Look at the hives I just got, literally just from making eye contact with a man. I literally feel so disgusted. I feel like... Ew! It stresses me out! Don't look at me! Where's the guy with the ick list? Apparently we have to add making eye contact to the list of things men aren't allowed to do. This is unhinged for so many reasons, but might I start by addressing the hypocrisy in the room? Because in order to make eye contact with someone, you also have to be staring at their face, right? What she's essentially saying is that she has every right to stare directly at men's faces, but if they dare look back in her direction, she will have a full-on mental breakdown. But you know what, honestly? I think we should just let Darwinism do its thing. Look, I'm just saying, if you literally cannot handle basic human eye contact to the point that you have a full-on aneurysm over it, survival of the fittest. I don't know. I say let it happen. Let her own anger take her out, honestly. Like, how are there people who are literally allergic to peanuts handling life better than you right now? You know how many of my real life problems I wish I could solve by just closing my eyes? By simply looking away? You are the weakest link. Goodbye.
One time I was around a dude so fine that when he caught me staring at him, I kept staring. Like, I'm gonna savor this moment. Go back to doing what you were doing.
Do any other girls get offended when, like, ugly men try to approach you? I'm saying that with my full chest, yeah.
This right here is a clear sign of a woman you want to avoid as a man. They say they're high value, but high value women don't belittle people. They don't rank men like products, and they don't walk around offended by a human interaction. Just remember, the girls who scream the loudest about ugly men approaching them are always the ones with the weakest character that you should really try hard to avoid. The women you want are the ones who won't judge you for approaching. They'll judge you by your heart and the man you're trying to become.
Every girl, no matter what they say, likes when they get hit on. I don't care what, if they're like, you came up to me. Even if they turned you down, when they walk away, they felt prettier. Yes. Like, we like it. Okay, yeah. I know it's annoying to you if we turned you down, but I felt better about what I look like tonight. Yeah. And I appreciate you for coming up.
What, so you just ignore me?
Look, what do you mean?
I literally just shot my shot and you just ignored me.
What do you mean? You didn't shoot your shot. You didn't say anything.
I looked at you.
What?
You know what? Don't, just forget about it.
You ever notice when a man has a beautiful, gorgeous woman on his arm, suddenly all the other women start paying a lot of attention to him, right? And now he's out there thinking he's turned into some sort of Greek god. And no, she's dating for personality this time. Poor guy's like, damn, everybody's checking me out. I'm so hot. No, sweetie, sit down. They don't want you. I hate to break it to you. They want to compete with her. Because listen, women are natural strategists. When we see a man with a confident, gorgeous woman on his arm, part of us goes like, what's so special about that guy? Is he loaded? Like, why did she choose him? What is he, right? And that's not attraction. It is curiosity mixed with a little competition. Because half the time, when another woman is flirting with a man, knowing that he's full-blown taken, she's not even really into him. She is just testing that woman. She wants to see if she can take what another woman has, just to prove that she simply could, okay? Ariana Grande. Ariana Grande. Okay. It's not about love or even attraction at all. It's purely about ego. But the problem is that most of these men, they misread that. And then all of a sudden they think that they're so irresistible that they've unlocked some sort of God mode and they can have whatever woman that they want, right? No, honey, she just wanted to hold the trophy somebody else had for validation. Now, here's where guys fumble. They really start believing the hype. They start chasing the illusion of something bigger and better out there, and they end up losing the real woman that they had, the one who actually made them glow up in the first place. So here's a little reminder for the men. When another woman's flirting with you, knowing that you're in a relationship, they're not chasing you, honey. They are challenging her. And the second that you forget that, you're going to lose both of them. So yeah, hot. You're super hot. But she's the reason that that woman noticed you in the first place.
Let's read some of the comments here. I don't know. Whenever I see a guy with a girlfriend, I automatically don't want him. Somebody else says, girl, if they can take my man, they can have him. Another woman says, as a female, I've literally never ever thought this. Competition is a little girl's game. But one woman says, correct. Always happened to me. That's why I need a man with super firm boundaries and obsessed with me. Okay. Good for you.
I know a lot of men are like, I want women to approach me. Listen, I have never met a single woman who approaches men that is normal. Never met it. Literally every single girl I know that like hits on men is nuts.
I'm so glad that she said that because I've talked about this before. Those women that are coming up to you are man eaters. You have to look at it that way. I don't want a woman to approach me. Matter of fact, if you come out of your way and it's done a certain way, you know what I mean? Like very like forward, you're a red flag. That's how I look at it. I'm sorry. I know this may be like a unique perspective, but I've met women, the women that were the worst were the ones that came to me. And they were the most manipulative, the cruelest, the meanest. Like they came to me for something. And a lot of you have this idea like, man, it'd be so much easier if just women kind of came up to us. You know what I mean? No, women don't do that, bro. Women traditionally do not do this. But you think that this fantasy idea that, okay, well, we're in the same room and I would want her to like have looked at me and been like, oh my God, this guy's so unique and special and amazing. I've never approached a man in my entire life, but for some reason being put in this environment with this man, although I've seen hundreds of thousands of men, he has such a hold on me. Again, for some reason, I'm going to do the thing that I normally never do and go out of my way and go up to him. Women do not do that. And I'm telling you, and she's telling you, the ones that do that, 9 times out of 10, 9.5 times out of 10 are man eaters. They're going to crush you. Who does that? Who does the approaching? Traditionally, it's men. She's taking a manly ass stance and like, I like what I see. I'm gonna go get that. I mean, it sounds hot. Like, I'm like, maybe I should rethink this video. No, but it's not something that you want. Again, those were always the worst. Those were the ones that did the most damage. I got a little quick story time before I go. When I was bouncing, I was guarding the dance floor, and some girl was dancing, you know what I mean, like grinding. She's getting a little bit close to me. And I was like, hey, I just want to let you know I'm behind you. And she's like, I know you are. I know exactly who you are. And I was like, oh. So I was like, now is not the time. I'm in a very vulnerable state. Universe, do not do this to me. And she started grinding on me, and I was like, all right, cool. Like, you know what I mean? You look good from behind. And I was like, I probably got to see her face, though. So like I leaned over like to whisper something in her ear, and I looked at her face, and I was like, oh, yeah, she was so mean, dude. She was so fucking mean. Those women know how to play. They know how to play. They're players. Again, I know that the idea of women coming up to you sounds great. You don't want that. You don't want that. Even if you hear some success stories, yeah, sometimes it works here and there. Me personally, I don't want a woman to do that. I will do that. Just, if you want, shoot me some signals and I got you. But other than that, again, those were the worst. Why? Because women normally do not do that.
But my brother has no idea he's the hot guy now. As far as he's concerned, he's still Gumby. He don't know. So he's stationed just south of me in Los Angeles. He's stationed in Coronado Island. So he comes up on the weekend and we watch ball together, as any good Kentuckians do. And we're sitting at this LA sports bar watching ball, and this little LA booby girl, honey, comes bouncing up to him. Excuse me, can I have a cocktail napkin? My brother, y'all, without turning around, grabs a stack of napkins and goes, yeah, there you go. I'm waiting, she's waiting. Finally, she just bunny hopped off in defeat with her napkins. That works every time. And I wait till she got out of earshot. I said, Dave, buddy, what are you doing? That little thing was hitting on you. He goes, Trish, that's a crock of crap. When you went to take a piss, 3 other girls asked for the same thing. This place has crap customer service.
Well, I know we're making a joke about it, but it's probably because women have said silly things like a man takes a woman's kindness for flirting because they would never be kind themselves or something like that. And so when you're coming up, it's kind of the same concept. When you're coming up and you're asking him for napkins instead of just saying, hey, my name is Trish. How are you? Or trying to start a conversation directly with him instead of asking for napkins. Essentially what you're trying to do is get him to notice you in a subtle way. You mind handing me napkins? And then he looks at you. You've been watching too much TV. Instead of saying, hi, I like that jacket on you. Oh man, I appreciate it. I got it from Walmart. Oh wow, Walmart's doing it like that? Y'all try to, hey, can you give me some napkins? And then he's supposed to grab the napkins, turn to you. Oh wow, you're the most beautiful woman I've ever seen. Thank you so much. What's your name? My name is Trish. What's your name? My name is Tim. Wow, Trish, you are so, so beautiful. I would love to take you out. Really? I accept. Where are we going? Let's go to the Cheesecake Factory. That's not how the real world works most of the time. That's not how it works. You could just come up and introduce yourself so he knows, especially in this day and age, hey, there might be a connection here.
Ladies, y'all know how y'all say y'all don't like when dudes just stare at y'all but don't actually come up and speak? Y'all do the same thing. And I don't care about not coming up to speak, right? But it's just the way y'all think y'all stares look flirty. They don't. They don't. Yesterday, I'm out at Neighbors, minding my business, chilling, having a good time. I'm looking around the room like I usually do, and I see a particular young lady that keeps looking at me. So then I just locked in and just looked back. She stared for a long time. I didn't break eye contact, and she looked off. And I'm in there relaxing. I'm chilling on my own vibe, right? So I'll go get some water, and she ends up going to the restroom, which you have to walk past the water to get it. And then she sees me, she like, oh, hey, how you doing? My name's such and such. I was like, oh, my name's Ryan. She's like, I know you saw me looking at you. This is what her face was doing. That's how she was looking. And that was supposed to be my signal to walk over there and what? Start a conversation with you when your face is looking at me like, never, never.
I just saw the cutest guy in the coffee shop, Daily Drip on McDowell Road. We had a moment. We literally looked at each other. Internet, do your
The accuracy is so loud. Women will complain all day long that guys are no longer approaching them, yet this happens. She actually sees a guy that she's interested in and she makes eye contact with him. But only about 1% of women that are actually interested in a guy will approach them in person. And it's so painful to watch on social media when a woman gets on. Instead of having that moment in person, she actually has to blast it out to the public for their help. I just think that it goes to show how truly difficult it is to put yourself on the line and to approach somebody in person, which always makes me think of how that sort of pressure has always been on men. And so many women are out here saying how men are doing it wrong, or that they're not doing it enough, or they're not doing it at the right time, or they're not doing it with the right woman. But if you actually put yourself in there, you would realize how truly difficult it is, and you would let up off them a little bit. And then we could all have a little bit more empathy.
Are women
women are scared to approach you. Like, what is their obsession with just staring and staring? So listen, last night I'm on the sub. It's like 10:30 at night. It's 2 girls. This girl had some tough ass Rick Owens on. First of all, they were tough. They were pink and he was thorough. I was like, damn. But we on the sub. I peeped them like, you know, looking at me, whatever. It's cool. Like, it happens. Like, don't look at you. But it got to a point, yo, they literally moved seats and got dummy close to me. Like, they're now sitting directly in front of me. Like, they're like directly in front of me now. And all they did was side-eye and side-eye and side-eye. I'm like, damn. In situations like that, usually I just say something, but it's like gotten to a point now, I'm just like, damn, I'm tired of always having to speak first, especially when I'm not the one who's trying to talk to you and you trying to talk to me. Or you think I'm attractive. You want to get at me, just go ahead. You're not chasing me. You just saying hello and you being polite. Like, that's all it is. Like, just be polite. You say hello, be nice. I'll be like, hey, how you doing? And then we can go from there. Like, damn. It's not chasing. It ain't nothing wrong with it. Don't let these dumb bitches tell y'all nothing. These on the internet be single and sorry.
All right, you guys. So Mark Davis is in this parking lot of In-N-Out, and I'm going to see how I can. Is that him? How I can stumble across him and meet him. Y'all, look at his car. So he's inside In-N-Out, and I think I'm going to go in there really quick. Or you know what? We're facing right toward his car, so hopefully when he comes out, he sees me. We got a clear view, y'all. All right, y'all, so I'm in this bathroom that's In-N-Out, and I'm honestly feeling a little thirsty, but I want to see where this man is at. I want him to see me, okay?
This is weirdo behavior, and we don't call it out because it's a woman. This woman literally stalked a man she didn't know, recorded the whole thing, and then posted it with impunity. The audacity. And what's her justification for doing all this? Because he's famous? That's supposed to somehow make it all okay? We don't call women out for being creeps enough. We don't.
Oh my gosh. How the fuck did you do? I didn't see you were trying to get in the same one as me. I'm so sorry.
Why were you trying to fit through the same door? Is chivalry really dead, or is it common sense that's dead?
You wonder why chivalry is dead? You killed it, and I'm about to tell you exactly how. You complain that men don't open doors, pull out chairs, or pay for dates anymore, but you're the reason they stopped. You rush ahead and open your own doors, then get mad when he doesn't do it. You insist on splitting the bill, then complain he's not a provider. You reject his help, then wonder why he stopped offering. You told men that chivalry was that you didn't need their protection, that you could do everything yourself, so they listened. They stepped back and let you handle it. Then you have the audacity to complain that there are no gentlemen left. You can't reject masculine gestures, then expect masculine behavior. You train men to treat you like one of the guys, then wonder why they don't treat you like a lady. Chivalry died because you convinced men it wasn't wanted. You wanted equality? Congratulations, you got it. Don't blame men for giving you exactly what you asked for.
How many people did you expect to help you? I'm starting to believe y'all doing this on purpose now. I really am. And this is why things can't go back to the way they were. Because a lot of y'all are using these moments as content and not appreciation, because that one man should be the person getting the credit. That one man should be the one you're making the video about. But instead, you're neglecting that and just saying, oh, only one person helped me in the whole city of New York City. Disregarding the fact that none of those people owe you shit and they don't have to help you with your bags. You're the one traveling here. So not only do you have a high level of entitlement, you can't even show appreciation and gratitude to the person that did step out of their way to help you out with your bags. So when you ask the question, is chivalry dead? I would say no, it isn't. It's on a case-by-case basis, but it should be dead for people like you. Because y'all never properly show the right amount of gratitude and appreciation to the people that display said chivalry. And I hate it. I really do. But you know what? I know you ain't gonna listen to shit I'm saying, because I'm just a normal guy. Yeah, keep it change.
Okay, ladies, we need to hold these men to higher standards. They've lost their way. Let's help bring them back. Recently came across this video. Let me show you.
I've been hanging out with a guy friend for the first time where we both unanimously decided that we will no longer be friends.
She goes on to tell you that a group of friends are going to be getting together, having a game night, and then everyone kind of pitters out, and it's just going to be him and her. And why? I mean, obviously, you're not going to do a game night, just the two of you. So she says, you know what? I actually have some stuff to do. I've got some things to pick up, some errands. Like, would you want to come along? Like, you know, you're free, I'm free. He's like, yeah, we'll go do your errands together. So they do errands. They spend a couple hours walking, talking, doing their thing. And by the end of these errands, you know, she's weighted down. She's got this bag, that bag, and she's struggling to carry things. And it's like a half-hour walk home. So she turns to him and she says, hey, would you mind helping me with the bag? He says, no. He says, if we were dating, I would probably help you. But no, I don't do that for someone I'm not dating. She tells this story in her video and says, listen, he's a great guy. He's a good guy. But this just goes to show you that guys and girls can't be friends. I commented, I have to let you in on a little secret. He's not a great guy. A great guy would offer, without even you asking, a great guy would offer, let me help you with your bags. Doesn't matter if you're dating or not dating. That's just what it is. That's chivalry. By the way, as another female, if I was with a girlfriend and she had all these bags and I had a free arm, I'd be like, let me help you with your bags. Hello, that's decency. The hate I got from men in this comment section telling me that women are conniving and manipulative and the only reason she asked him to go on the errands was that so he could carry her bags. You guys are crazy. She did not spend 3 hours walking and talking with this guy just to hand him her bags. Amount of men commenting. This is what's wrong with women nowadays. They expect help. They want equal rights, but they can't carry their own bags. Getting paid what I deserve to be paid at work, if I'm doing the same job as you, does not equate I'm struggling with packages while you walk along checking your phone. Come on. Ladies, do not accept this as acceptable behavior, because it's not.
I'm going to go out on a limb and actually say that men don't actually need your help. Y'all think that y'all are doing men some sort of service and y'all are actually helping men out, and that's not the case. You know, y'all wonder why men don't want to be around y'all. Y'all are always so condescending. Always. Y'all talking about how men don't pay you any mind, how men don't take you out like they used to, how men don't approach you. Because I already know you're going to be condescending, and I don't want to be around that.
The male feminist requires the women in his audience to be in a perpetual state of trauma. Otherwise, the validation loop stops. He wouldn't get the attention that he wants. He wouldn't get the validation that he wants. He feeds off of women. He feeds off of the validation. His goal is not to get women in healthy relationships. His goal is not to get women into a peaceful place. If that were the case, these accounts would not look for new sources of material to traumatize women over and over again and to flip it into a narrative that they can't trust any of the men out there. They like to position themselves as a hero. They like to say that they're the only man in this entire world that can be trusted. I've seen many of these men, and every single one of them think they are the only man, and maybe two of their friends can be trusted, and every other man needs to be vetted through their network for women to trust them. And it actually creates this narrative that women should walk around the world scared, and they should hold on to their resentment towards men. Their constant state of trauma is where they need to stay. And that's a drama triangle right there, because a hero, which is a male feminist, needs the woman to be inferior in order for her to continuously be his supply.
Some of you women are disgusting. There, I said it. You know why? Because some of you ladies have this laundry list of items on things that you expect a man to have. Making over this amount of money. It must be this height. It must look like a great god. Meanwhile, you bring nothing to the table, and that's never talked about. I mean, make this make sense. You're picking men based off of a lifestyle, not leadership, and then cry because you get the lifestyle with no leadership. Out here chasing attention more than you're chasing purpose. And you ladies, you don't fool me. Some of y'all are out here glorifying independence, but yet you crave leadership. I know you do. Wanting accountability for men, but then reject it for yourself when that mirror gets turned around. Out here prioritizing aesthetics over substance. Point blank, modern day women want men to be held to standards that they refuse to live by. And the moment that mirror's flipped and then they have to look in the mirror, then all of a sudden you become the problem. And as always, if that offended you, if you felt triggered by that, Good. It means it was for you. And have a blessed day.
I'm here to tell you that no matter how much a woman could say that she's independent, that she doesn't need a man, she does. Because there's moments in her life that she is feeling so low and so down in this life that she wishes she had somebody to call. When she needs help, when the car is broken down, when there's something heavy that she can't pick up. Because a woman will never be as strong as a man. And we are both here to help each other grow and support one another. That is why we need one another.
So I've been seeing some videos on my For You page, and I think that it is finally time to discuss the female loneliness epidemic. Because I know the men have had their own thing, and I'm not here to talk about that. I'm not a man, right? But I will say that the men are more built for it than us. We are not built for this, ladies. We don't know how to be alone. These men have been bottling up their emotions and not sharing them with anybody since they were 6, 7, 8 years old. Some of us have never done that. We've always had someone to talk to, a friend, a family member, a significant other, something. And it seems like in 2025, the girls are running out of options. Because the dating market is terrible. Y'all are literally making fun of girls that are in happy, healthy relationships, saying that having a boyfriend is embarrassing. Miserables. And then y'all also don't have any friends, because anytime somebody reposts something that you disagree with, oh, that's how you feel about immigration policy, you're not my friend anymore. Now y'all don't have any friends. Like, it's not gonna end well if your requirement for somebody to have a relationship with you is that they have to be on the exact same page with you 100% of the time. No one is. We are all people with our own thoughts, feelings, emotions, and ideas. And if you don't respect that in another person, then of course you're going to be by yourself. There's no one else that's going to fit that mold. Y'all have to learn healthy communication skills. You have to learn healthy relationship skills. Go to therapy if you need to, do something. But if you are sitting at home right now and you don't have 5 friends that you can call, no man, and your family members just don't get you, I promise the only common denominator in all of those scenarios is... As women, can't we just be honest about the fact that a lot of girls aren't lonely because they can't find a decent man who's respectable, or men aren't men anymore? They're lonely because the expectations of what they want out of a relationship do not equate with who they are in relationships. You say you want a man who's emotionally mature, but whenever you're losing an argument, you start crying. That's emotional manipulation. Some of y'all want a man who's consistent, but you don't even post content consistently, let alone go to the gym consistently. And don't get me started on the meal plan you said you were going to start 3 weeks ago for your winter arc. You want a man with great communication skills, but you crashed out on the last one because you thought he was gaslighting you or manipulating you or he was a narcissist. Stop letting people get you out of character. That means you don't have good communication skills. All I'm saying is you can't expect a high value partner when you are not a high value partner. This fantasy idea that all the men are the bad ones and all the girls are just 10 out of 10s waiting for someone perfect. You're not perfect. 10 out of 10 is perfect. You're not perfect. And neither is the man that is also on your level. But you won't even give him a chance because in your mind, you're a 10 and he's a 5. But in reality, you're both 6s. Sit with that. The uncomfortable truth here, ladies, is that the dating market and the men are not the only problem. For a lot of the girls, self-awareness is the problem. Because you can't want better when you're not better.
And thank you for saying this. I appreciate you saying this. Because a lot of modern women won't take accountability for the things that they're doing in a relationship. 90% of the time, the man is at fault. 90% of the time, the man is wrong. A man can never do anything right. Men get tired of being in that dynamic. Y'all are not good people. Y'all are not good partners. Y'all go to work and y'all are the best co-worker. Y'all are making things happen. Y'all are bringing people lunch, going on Starbucks runs, taking people to drop them off at home and taking people to get gas and all these other things. Oh yeah, I can drive you around here. And oh yeah, we can ride together for this, and hey, why don't we take my car to the conference? Y'all overextend, bend over backwards for literally each and every person outside of that house. And in some cases inside of the house, if you got a dog or something like that, if you got a kid, everybody but the man, but the husband gets the respect. Everybody but the man gets some sort of catering. A man better take what he can get. A man gets the crumbs. Men are tired of that crap. Y'all are terrible partners.
I genuinely believe that men were put on this planet Earth to knock us silly with some logic and reason, because God knows that women do not have it. I'm sorry, we don't. We like to go shopping.
We like to eat food, like to watch Netflix and sit on the couch all day. Meanwhile, men are going to their jobs every single day, not complaining. They're always happy-go-lucky. Truly, God bless the man's soul, because I don't think us women ever fully grow up. And our husbands are now our daddy.
This is what my conversation sounds like with women that I cut off. My grandma just passed. I don't know what to do. I need a friend. I need like support. Like, what do I do? How I need help. I met this guy on an app and I FaceTimed him. And I don't know, he just breathes really weird. He's so cute, but he just breathes so weird. Like, and he has a great job. But I think I'm going to ghost him because he breathes really weird. Yeah, I'm sure he'll get the hint when I just don't reply back to him, right? Are you kidding me? I just told you my grandma just passed and you over here talking about a guy that breathes weird. First of all, you really gonna cut off a guy for breathing weird? That my grandma just passed. What kind of friend are you? Oh my God, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm here for you. I really am. Oh my God, rest in peace, Gramps. But seriously, do you think I should cut him off? And that's how some of y'all be sounding, and it's up.
So I'm just going to go ahead and say it. I do not believe in feminism. I think you should always have a man around, whether that's your dad, your husband, boyfriend, brother, whatever. You always need somebody around, because what the do you mean? I'm supposed to open this jar by myself. What do you mean? Because I've been sitting here for the past 10 minutes trying to open this jar so I can make a nice, like, cozy meal of, like, spaghetti and meatballs. But how the fuck am I supposed to make spaghetti and meatballs without the sauce? I can't. And I have tried everything to open this jar. I have, like, done the trick where you, like, bang the whatever on the back of it. Like, nothing is opening. Yeah. So if you're a man and you have any tips for me on how to open jars by myself, they probably won't work, and I just need a man around. So thanks for coming to my my rant.
A high quality man is truly just an average woman, and I really, really, really can't explain how true that is. Because the thing that men are competing with are not other men. It's actually other women. I was having a really bad week, and I texted a bunch of girlfriends. I was like, hey, can you guys just come over? Because I really need some friend time and just sweatpants and, like, chill time. And basically all of them showed up the next day with gifts, with little gifts and flowers. And we all just sat around in our sweats and ate takeout and just talked. And unfortunately, I have dated guys who, like, I'll tell them I'm having a bad day, and they're just like, oh, well, that sucks. And I'm not saying it's all men. I'm just saying it's some men, because I've dated good guys. I have dated really good guys, but I've also dated a lot of really, really bad guys. So it's just, like, astounding. I'm like, if I have such good girlfriends, no wonder why the bar is so high. I have such good friends who treat me so well. Why would I accept any less? Like, seriously, if you're a guy, it's really not that hard. It's just thoughtful gifts and time. And that's not even just, like, a love language thing. I think that's just, like, a connection and listening and hearing other people and considering other person thing. That's all. It's not that difficult.
What y'all don't get is that men are not in competition with y'all. Men are not in competition with your dog, your friends, your job, your car, your apartment, nothing. Men don't care. You're nobody. I don't care nothing about what you got going on. I don't care nothing about what your friends got going on. None of y'all are doing anything that I care about. I'm just fine sitting at home, chilling. I just got some steaks off the grill, inviting some of my boys over. We gonna watch the game. We gonna dap it up. Hey, bro, it's great to see you. If anybody need to stay behind and talk, something going on in your life, you need some assistance, you need to holler at me real quick. Hey, let me know. Or call me on the phone, Doc. All right. Hey, man, let's get together next week or something like that. Let's go to breakfast or lunch or something like that. All right, brother, I'll see you later. All right, cool. Men make their own plans. They don't need y'all. Well, we'll compete. I don't care what I'm not competing with nothing. Y'all go out and y'all do your own thing. I don't care. If you want to make a bubble bath basket every single month, or a mystery box for y'all to have and think that that's life, fine. Go ahead. What y'all don't understand is, unfortunately for you, right underneath your nose, because you haven't been paying attention, if you would have been paying attention, it wouldn't have been underneath your nose. You'd have seen that men are figuring out ways to live life away from society. Men are checking out. Oh, men are over here and they're doing that. No, they'll be all right. They'll be all right. There's some things that we need to talk about, some things that we need to discuss, but y'all don't really value a man. Y'all don't really, y'all, essentially what y'all are trying to do is remove a man's power in society, remove his leadership and authority in society. And then you look at him and you say, now that you're chained, you're not so dangerous. Now that you're tamed, now that we've given you a tranquilizer, you're not so dangerous. That's what you're doing. You're trying to basically nerf the man. Take him down a little bit. Take his strength and his energy down a little bit. And then now you're on my level and I can see you face to face. And now that I can say I'm better than you. What's that fella on The Incredibles who had been studying Mr. Incredible for a long time? And then when he got Mr. Incredible into his lab, he lured him in there. It's essentially what he did under false pretenses. And then basically tried to destroy him. That's what these women are like. You lure men in relationships under false pretenses. Oh, I'm doing this and I'm this type of girl and you got to do this and I got to do that. And then you're actually something else. No. When men find that out and they turn the tables on y'all like Mr. Incredible did and you get defeated, that's when you start crying. When a man figures out, oh, let me adapt, let me get myself out of the situation, all of a sudden you get mad and y'all try to slander men. It's not going to work. So delete this video, actually.